Today I'm again on the live, and our topic today is a happy home. How to lead how to create a happy home for yourself. So now generally family is called as an institution because it has so many duties and roles to perform. That's why it is called as an institution. Just like we have school, just like we have a hospital, family also involves rules, regulations, and etiquettes, manners. So therefore, family also is a responsibility. And don't make a comparison between house and home. Home is different. Home consists of the living organisms. That includes father, mother, grandfathers, every kith and kin who are residing there. Therefore, a happy home is the one where all the values, all the etiquettes, manners, everything is done in a very systematic way. And I don't think we can find a perfect home anywhere in the world, but still we can come nearer to that. So therefore, a home is the one which serves, which has got a relationship where there is sharing and caring. So how can we create that? How can we have a very happy home? If at all we have to create it, how can we create it? Now, as we know that you see, home consists of, there was a time when we had joint family. Our great grandfather, great grandparents, parents, ourselves, our children. So there was a big network wherein the house where the people were staying was a single place, but the family was very vast. But in spite of that, we have seen people coming out with flying colors in a very systematic way. But there are hiccups, there are limitations, lacunae in each and every family. But on the whole, a family was a happy family, even in those days also. Even now we cherish, we have a good relation with our grandparents. Even at the present time, the parents, our grandparents always wish to have, and particularly my kid particularly, she is very fond of her grandmother. And suppose we are very tight with her, she complains to the grandfather and mother are very close to the grandchildren. Now, what are the ways by which? So, first parameter is a family should have simple rules where everybody has to oblige and confine, and everybody has to obey that. So, first thing is comply to the rules and regulations that are set by the head of the family. What are the rules and regulations? We have how to deal with the people, what is the socialization, how to talk. Suppose somebody visits our house, what should be who should greet, who should respond, who should go and bring them in. All these things should be decided by the father and mother. And these things have to be taught to the children. How to deal with our relatives, how to deal with a guest, how to deal with an outsider. So all these things have to be specifically mentioned and informed to the children so that we don't have a kind of antagonism whenever somebody visits. So therefore, rules and regulations, simple rules. A family should have a set of time. What is the time when all have to wake up? What is the time when all have to go for their respective works, respective schools? And what should be the playtime? Who should who are the persons who will be responsible in the case. Generally, see, now I am a father. I go on tours frequently to different parts. So I give the onus and responsibility to my wife. She will be in charge and looks after the family. Of course, nowadays we have mobile phones, and they contact and they tell us. Suppose in important decision making, they call me and ask me, inquire what needs to be done in a particular thing or a case. So I am responsible and I just convey that. Otherwise, my wife does it. Similarly, suppose we both are absent. Suppose grandmother or grandfather are there, then nowadays the joint family has completely got disintegrated. We are having nuclear family. We are three brothers and one sister. The eldest brother stays in Hyderabad, second one in Visakhapatnam, and my sister stays in United USA. I stay in Orissa and Bhubaneswar. So we all have got our own setups. I live in a house. I have a set of rules in my house. And this is possible only with cooperation and coordination. And family also has got, see, all are not very rich to have servants or to have somebody, boys to bring things. So nowadays I go for the market. I am very interested. Marketing is my cup of joy. But when I am free, I do it. Otherwise, my wife does it. Similarly, children also are interested. They respond because they should know the value of the commodities and prices. They should have a sense of knowledge about marketing. And not only marketing, about the expiry dates. So therefore, having a knowledge of marketing is also very important. So therefore, all this responsibility should be differentiated and assigned to each and everyone. Now, the next important thing is that for any kind of problem that arises internally or externally of the family, all needs to be united. Okay, and there should be a specific time. When suppose my kids are going out, they should be given a specific time where when they can go out and when they can come back. So this must be controlled. So nowadays, you see, with the advent of mobiles and cell phones, the children, the child, maybe the boy or a girl calls me from there, I am here to note. But even then also, we have to. Then another thing is about the social networking. Nowadays, children are getting spoiled. So there must be a cutoff and a kind of set of rule where mobiles can be specifically used for a specific time and not more than that. So this is a must for every family. Children are getting spoiled mainly because they have social relations, they have relations with friends, circles, where they don't even care the father and mother. And sometimes they are influencing it also. So that's the reason why in Australia, below 18, the WhatsApps, all kind of Facebook, and the social networking has been banned for them. Nowadays, we are also having in India very soon that will be implemented even in our country also. That's good because social networking, because what we do, what the father says is generally objected by the friends. So we have our peer group because the schools go to the school, they go to they go out for play, for outing, and they meet a lot of people, their friends, peer group, and a lot of people outside the circle also. Because to get spoiled is very, very easy. But to remain as a good boy with good values, with good morality, and with good aim of being kind and courteous is very difficult. And therefore, once they go out of the circle of from the realms of the houses outside, they get easily carried away and get spoiled also. So therefore, that's very important. So influence of the outsiders. The father and mother should be very friendly. They should at least give at least 1 to 2 hours of time to the children, particularly at least at the breakfast table or at the lunch time or in the evening time during dinner or supper, whatever you call. We must sit with them and eat it. We have to enjoy it, provided all of you are staying in the same place. Suppose father stays outside, because nowadays job is very important. Some that our postings are also done. I'm staying in Bhubaneswar. My wife stays in Chennai because we are doing job. So at that point of time, we have to make certain calculations and we have to comply to certain things, but still control can be done. But as far as practicable to the parents who are staying together, there must be certain rules and regulations. We need to spend our time. We need to understand our kids. Counseling is generally done by the father or the mother. And sometimes all the parents may not be educated. Some of them have little education, but still, my mother has passed only 12th standard, but she was a very good counselor for me because by virtue of her experience and by virtue of upbringing three of us, she made us to study in very good schools, and she learned about our subjects, about the teachers, who are the teachers, what they are teaching. Even though she's in 12th standard, she is a pass out of 12th, I think, and her English was fantastic. She could speak very good English. We taught her. But this is the way. So even the responsibility of the father and mother also lies in that. So we need not always think that I am not educated, I am uneducated, so my responsibility is only the school. The school principal will look after. The teachers in the school will look after. Doesn't hold good today. I was a director of a steel plant school in Visakhapatnam. I made all the parents to attend 9 seminars that I conducted, art of parenting. So I taught them step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, likewise 9 things, and all of them got educated, and there were a lot of problems. When the parents used to come to the school, they used to always fight. They were antagonistic to the school. They were not part of the school. I made them the part of the school through these counseling programs, seminars. And now they don't have any problem. 79% to 80% problems have been solved. One or two parents will be there who might be having certain complexities and all, but on the whole, this art of parenting did wonders, and they always used to comply to the school rules and regulations. So they also were taught. See, in one case, what happened? The students were telling in their homes that in the evening we are going for extra classes. The parents never inquired us whether we are conducting the class. In our school, it is a day school. The school will wind off at 5 o'clock and nobody is allowed in the campus. But still, the wards of the parents told them that we are attending extra classes. But they were going to the internet pubs where they were learning all sorts of unwarranted things. So, but their results was not up to the mark. So I told her, these people are coming to the school. But the parents said, when I asked them at the parent-teacher meeting, PTM, oh, my son sir is going to tuition every day in the evening. Where is going? They didn't inquire. So it was my responsibility what I did. So I assigned the work to 2, 3 teachers. Then they said that there was a cafe, internet cafe, where these children were having all internet games, all sorts of nonsense things, and which affected their results. So By conducting this Art of Parenting 9 seminars, I could get, because the parents were informing. So all this information I got because as a director, as a head of the institution, it was my sole responsibility to get feedback from the parents. So then I solved that. And the cases, certain other cases also regarding transportation and many other things that we solved it. So that's very important. So father must spend, he should inquire what the child did in the entire day, with whom he talked. We need not ask him as, "Hey, with whom he was, what did you do?" Not in that way. In a very pleasing way, you can talk to the children. So definitely the kids and wards will give you the reply in the right way. And in this way, we can control. I'm not telling that we can get rectify the behavior of all the children at a time, but we'll be doing wonders. So parents need to spend some time with their children to talk to them, to understand them. Similarly, once you show respect to your kids, they will do that same thing to you also. So, because I am very busy in my office, I have problems in my office, I should not displace my aggression on him by slapping him, by showing my anger. This will undo the good things that you are doing it. So that's very important. And similarly, we all need to board the family rules, confirming what time we have to wake up, what time we have to. And in everywhere, whenever I do a seminar, I conduct any kind of live, I always talk about time management. If the parents set a proper etiquette and mannerism and a perfect kind of guide, and if I do that, the children will follow. If I get up early in the morning by 5 o'clock, go for exercise, my children will follow me. And sleeping time is also very important. At what times we retire to the bed is very important. And generally, we allow the children to study up to 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the night, expecting they will do better. And so most of the times, the kids spend the times again in internet. So therefore, we should have a specific time. We should talk to them. We should make them understand. And I'm sure we can do that. And similarly, somebody has got a problem. Anything he's either a boy or a girl. We generally have nowadays, we are having only a boy, a girl, or a boy, single boy. So, or a single girl. So, whoever it may be, because it is getting completely, everything is becoming nuclear. So, therefore, even if he is a single child or more than one, we have to see that everybody is compatible with the family rules, everybody is compatible to the rules and regulations and confined, completely attached to the family. And similarly, we need to have outing also in between together on specific days where the children will be very happy. It is the responsibility of the parents again. Right. Provide, depending on the resources that you have. I'm not telling you go to far off places like Darjeeling or Simla or Bangalore. That depends on, or maybe small outing, picnic outings to the nearby place, to the temples, that you can do it so that the children will be it is a very important time for them to learn about teamwork, because generally schools conduct picnics and they learn teamwork, how to manage it, or to be the captain of a particular group. In the house also we can do it. So they will take it. And I for one feel I have learned cooking also. My mother taught me how to prepare tea, how to prepare coffee, how to prepare breakfast, simple breakfast. So this also can be done. And cutting vegetables, everybody, because no, that will tell them. And cleaning your room also. Sometimes we have to clean our own toilets. In metropolitan cities, we cannot expect the scavengers to come inside the houses, do that thing for us. And it, they are unavailable also because they are very costly. So Mahatma Gandhi has taught us, and Mahatma Gandhi used to do the same thing for himself. So naturally, on rotation basis, we all can do that in our houses. So when we all do, when we have to, we live together, I don't think that is more than the happy thing that we get it. So happy home means living together, enjoying it, and sharing our responsibilities. And somebody is sick, we have to take care of him. It is the responsibility of brothers, sisters, father, mother, whoever it is, and they do it. So, in a nutshell, a family will be very, very happy, or we can say, happy home is created by us, by the inmates of that house who are staying in that. Maybe grandfather, father, mother, sister, brother, whoever it is. I hope this live would have enlightened you on very important thing. And if you like it, please like, share, subscribe, and please do comment. Thank you so much.